437 positions in the fire department, only 31 members identify themselves as African American. The department is trying hard to diversify, but old attitudes die hard.
McGoey, President of Unit 626 and Mayor Spano. They're on site visiting where the new firehouse is going to be, I guess progress. When we see those two gentlemen speaking, normally it means there is conflict, some kind of thing. But this time around they're smiling to each other, they seem to be friendly. So maybe we have some good news that will benefit the people of Yonkers.
Welcome everyone, friends, families, new recruits. Today I'm proud to officially welcome a class of 25 new firefighters to the Yonkers Fire Department. On behalf of Mayor Mike Spano, I would like to say that we are especially proud of the fact that this new class maintains our commitment to diversity, with our minority communities making up 40% of this new class. Today you will take an oath to serve the greatest fire department in the country. It's a serious oath, and we are all so proud of you for taking on this task, being so brave, and giving so much of yourself to the city and the people in it. And please know you will always have the support of Mayor Spano. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. When I say my name, you say your name. I, Susan Gary, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York, and the Charter of the City of Yonkers, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I am Reverend Frank Coleman, President of the NAACP Yonkers branch. On yesterday, Mr. Richard Caparuta was promoted by the mayor, Mike Spano, to the supervisory position. In 2017, he posted on his Facebook page a photograph of a black man with his arm around an apron, which he subsequently posted, and I quote, "Father reconnects with his son after abandoning him." This, as blatantly stated, is directly implying that blacks and other people of color are direct descendants of monkeys, and stereotypically further implies that black fathers habitually abandon their children. This statement in its context has been used as a racial epithet and trope against black people for centuries. In the June 2017 edition of the New York Times, Mr. Brett Staples wrote, and I'm quoting from the article, that the oldest and most profoundly racist slanders in American history is referring African Americans as the offspring of apes. This depiction, promoted by slave traders, historians, and practitioners of scientific racism, was used to justify slavery, justify lynching, and the creation of the Jim Crow state. The toxically racist ape characterization has been pushed to the margins of the public square. Nevertheless, a growing body of research shows that it has maintained a pernicious grip on the American imagination. Instead of being fired, which he should have been, Mr. Caparuta was merely suspended for 75 days and given the privilege to take the test for promotion. And 2 years later, rather than being fired, he is now promoted to a position of authority over some whom he directly attributes to the lineage of monkeys and apes. It is sickening and even frightening that more and more people are becoming increasingly emboldened in their white supremacist views and beliefs, and are now even being supported and sustained by our local government and some union leadership, knowing they have these beliefs. This man should have been fired 2 years ago, and now because he wasn't, and without any showing of remorse to our community specifically, he is promoted. This is a direct slap in the face of our entire community, and it reveals to us pointedly how this local municipality, from top to bottom, really feels about us. And that deeply saddens me. Conclusively, I shudder to think of what would have happened had a black man posted the same thing and revealed his derogatory views. He would have been fired and ostracized by every entity of this community.
We're not going to have it. We're not going to have a Yonkers mayor, a Yonkers Fire Department union. Disrespect. I just want to say that in terms of the fire department specifically, the fire service, that the Local Society, we've been working for decades to open up the fire service and to hold the leaders of the fire service accountable. The Local Society, we confronted this thing immediately, so we continue to work. We should not have just heard, from a text that this gentleman was promoted. We should have been brought in. We should have been talked to. There should have been some type of dialogue, and it should have been clear that we were satisfied as a community. That didn't happen.
The answer to your question directly is, it doesn't matter that he didn't post anything else. What my mother always told me, whenever somebody shows you who they are, believe it.
Right.
I applaud all of y'all for being out here and speaking up. But this nation has shown us that the people in power, the people that feel this way, are gathering, are speaking up, and doing nothing to change it, whether it's locally, whether it's countywide, statewide, nationwide. What are y'all going to do? I've seen sometimes groups like this, and we make a lot of noise and it's on to the next thing, but we never get the justice that we demand. So I put that to all of y'all.
Elected who we can put up to be elected. We're looking to change the culture of how politics is done in this county and in this state. And like I said, we are awake now. We are awake, and we're looking at every aspect. We're not playing checkers, we're playing chess. And we're playing superb chess, and we will win.
The churches are no longer asleep. Believe that. And we have demonstrated that in elections in the county, elections in the state, elections locally. And we will organize in order to constantly address these issues, fundamental practices of human rights and systems. And the sad commentary, again, we're now living in a country where we are very divided. We have the white supremacists, and they embolden. I saw on Facebook 35 middle-aged white women with the words BI on their front, BI racist. They are bold now. And then the hood is no longer on. They took the hood off. And they're telling us who they are. And therefore we have to respond in kind.
We're fine. We already said it. We're not asleep anymore. We are awake. And the time has come. We'll see. Because we've already been meeting. We've had meetings already. We're part of not only the NAACP, the clergy meeting as well. We're not going to continue to take the disrespect that has come our way. been living here now for 2 years, and it has blown me away. Now, I've lived in the South as well, and it has blown me away. The closet racism that I've seen, and now we see the literally overt racism that's right before us.
Go all the way up.
I want to say one more thing. Let me say this right quick. These elected officials that are here, that are standing here, they've got our support, and so they're covered. And so we will fight with them tooth and nail, and we're letting everybody know. Every elected official here, we're standing behind them, not only with our mouth, with our money, and with our work ethic to support them.
I just want to say, local society, just on behalf of the minority firefighters in the city of Yonkers, Barry McGoey of Local 628, PJ Goldfeather of the United Firefighters Officers Association, they do not have the support of the black, Latino, and minority firefighters, and they never have. And all elected officials that's running around taking money from them, they don't support black people, they don't support Latinos, and they never have. That's a rule, that's a myth, and this shows what it is. And they're the ones that's been putting pressure to get this guy fired. So you want to get your answers, go to Barry McGoey, and you go to PJ Goldfeather and ask them why it's okay to have someone that posted a monkey being charged with the same firefighters that he posted a monkey about.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you.
Part of the issue here is that we've heard nothing since that date. We've heard nothing from anyone. The only ones who have been speaking are the individuals standing here and our partners, and that he's written 2 apology letters and sent those letters to the mayor. The problem is, again, that none of this has been communicated to the community that was offended at that time. The reality is what was posted is unacceptable then, and it's unacceptable now. The truth and the matter of fact is, at that time, this firefighter should have been let go. However, he wasn't. There was a suspension that followed, and there was an apology that we have not yet heard and not yet seen. My problem comes there. We do live in a society where we need to allow people to, after retribution, to then make up for the mistakes that they have made. But if you're not going to make those apologies to the same community that you have offended, then did you make that apology? Some will tell you that there are laws that don't allow for this conversation to take place. Well, I tell those individuals that those laws, that need to be changed. Any law in our state, any law in our city that protects anyone, man, woman, firefighter, police officer, elected official, from when they say comments, from when they make mistakes, from paying for those mistakes, for apologizing to the people that they have offended, is a bad law.
If you will, our president of the division shared with us, President.
So we're here saying no, he should not be promoted, but furthermore, not even just promoted, he should be fired. And if we gotta go to the street, we will go to the street and organize and say enough is enough, and stop empowering people with racism, bigotry that exists deep inside just of this, even of his thinking, how he might even reserve the right to save one of our children. So we're saying enough is enough. Thank you.
People understand that this is bigger than one man who posted one post in the Yonkers Fire Department. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent on things that matter. This man should have been terminated for the post he made, not promoted. But I am shocked to see that he promoted this man after all that has happened, knowing that he initially suspended him pending with the intent of terminating him. It's clear to me that we have the good old boy system here in Yonkers. It's clear to me that we have that in the fire department. And this promotion, as you've heard before, is a slap in the face to speak of as a community in order to make real change happen. And in closing, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, in the end, we will remember the words of our enemies. We will not remember the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Thank you. Sinead Williams, Yonkers.
I can assure you that none of us back here have tails. Okay? But it's been long said that black people had tails. No, we don't. We are human beings. This cannot be allowed to happen. Yonkers has one of the least diverse fire departments in the state of New York, and that has to change. And when you have situations where people are allowed to not only get away with what was done 2 years ago, but be rewarded for it, be promoted, be put into a position of authority, that is wrong. This has to change. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We are standing strong, and we are serving notice that we will be respected. There will not be a tolerance of white supremacist attitude. And thank you very much. My name is Minister Mark McLean. I'm the president of the NAACP New Rochelle branch and the vice president of the Vocal Society of Westchester.
Thank you. This time we will hear from our friend, Pastor Norman.
My name is Reverend Norman. I'm one of the community leaders, and I happen to pastor here in Yonkers. But I'm standing here with brothers and sisters from the black community as well as the Hispanic community as well. I'm also here talking as a representative for the black law enforcement of Westchester. And we're saying enough is enough. And we're saying this, it is not over. It's not over. It's a Pandora's box, and you woke up the elephant. You woke up the bear. And the bear is telling you we're hungry, and we're hungry for respect, and we're going to get it.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Charles Chesnavage. I am the president of the Westchester Coalition Against Islamophobia. And we are a coalition of concerned citizens, both Muslim and non-Muslim, who oppose bigotry and discrimination against Muslims and Islam while upholding the civil rights of all. And we stand here upholding the civil rights of all, opposing the racist Facebook postings of the fireman Richard LaFaruta. We call for his firing when it first went up, because these postings are happening all over the country, not only here in the city of Yonkers, and so serious action needs to be taken. And we also speak obviously against the promotion of someone who represents white supremacist views that is rewarded for his actions instead of being fired. And we will continue to speak out on these white supremacist actions in the city of Yonkers and in Westchester County, and we call upon all public officials to be standing with us to condemn these actions and oppose all forms of bigotry, racism, and discrimination against all.
We ask for his firing immediately.
But the question is, why in this group was here since those posts were posted on?
This group has been here.
So this is an ongoing.
Yes, he was promoted against our wishes. We were assured, we were given specific assurances that he wasn't going to be. Okay? And now he's going to be in charge of the individuals in which he called Muslims. Alright? Because he not only took a racist post, he reposted it and said this is first and second on the new YFD entry level list. Okay? So he specifically disparaged the same black and Latino individuals that he's now going to potentially be placed in charge of.
2 years later, they are promoting this person. And so this is why we're here today in response to the further disrespect of not only refusing to discipline him properly, but going a step further and slapping us in the face and promoting this individual.
And you develop political maturity. You're able to see and think for yourself. And you can see that a Dixiecrat is nothing but a Democrat in disguise. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls